When shall we free her yet? Thunder, lightning, and
When the hurly-burly is done, and the battle is done.
where's the place? Like how? Rimmel, Gil. Look what I have. Show me. Here I have a private stuff. Wrapped in homework he didn't know.
A drum.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
What are these, so withered and so wild in their attire, that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on the view? Or are you aught that man may question? You seem to understand me. By each at once her chappy finger laying upon her skinny lips, you should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak if you can. What are you?
Hail Macbeth, chaos being famous.
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
I'll help Macbeth, thou shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start, and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? Either name of truth, are ye fantastical, or that indeed which outwardly ye show? My noble partner do greet with present grace and great prediction of noble having and royal hope, that he seems wrapped withal, to me you speak not. If you can look into the seats of time, and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear, your favors nor your hate.
Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get things, though thou be none. So I'll help Macbeth.
Stay you, imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By Sinel's death I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you.
Were such things here as we do speak about, or have we eaten the instant rib that takes the prisoner evil?
Your children shall be kings,
You shall be king.
and Thane of Cawdor too, when it not so?
To the self-same tune of words. Who's there?
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks.
He bade me, from him, call thee Thane of Cawdor, in which edition, hail, most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What? Can a devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose.
Bonds and Thane of Cawdor, the greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
Oftentimes, to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truths. Win us with honest trifles, betray us in deepest consequence.
Two truths are told as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. I thank you, gentlemen. The supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hath it given me success, commencing in truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion, whose horrid image doth unfix my hair, and make my seated heart knock at my ribs, against the use of nature? My thought whose murder yet is but fantastical, shakes so my single state of man that function is smothered in surmise, and nothing is but what is not.
Look, our partners wrapped.
If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me, without my stir.
As I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time, with Hail King that shalt be. Glamis thou art in Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised, yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great. Art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it.
So please you, it is true, our Thane is coming.
The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here and fill me from the crown to the toe-top full of durest cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up in access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for gal, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell. Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than both, by by the all hail hereafter.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he proposes.
Oh, never shall sun that morrow see. He's that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put that night's great business into my dispatch, which shall to all our nights and days to come give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
Leave all the rest to me.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done.
Give me the daggers. My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. Why do you keep alone? What's done is done.
We have scotched the snake, not killed it.
Come on, be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
So shall I, love, and so I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo.
You must leave this.
Well, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and his fiancé lives.
But in them nature's copies not return.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled hath nature that in time will venom breed. No teeth for the present. Get thee gone tomorrow. We'll hear ourselves again.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold.
The table's full.
Here is a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is that move, your highness?
Which of you hath done this?
What?
My good lord.
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus and hath been from his youth. Are you a man?
Aye, and a bold one, that dare look on that which might appall the devil.
This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Shame itself. Why do you make such faces when all is done? You look but on a stool.
Blood hath been shed ere now. Murders have been performed, too terrible for the ear. The times have been that when the brains were out, the man would die, and there an end. But now they rise again, with 20 mortal murders on their crowns, and push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all. Then I'll sit down. Give me some wine. Fill full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here, to all in him we thirst, and all to all. Avaunt, and quit my sight. Let the earth hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless. Thy blood is cold.
What sights, my lord?
I pray you, speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. And betimes I will to the weird sisters. More shall they speak. For now I am bent to know, by the worst means the worst. For mine own good, all causes shall give way. I am in blood, stepped in so far that should I wade no more, returning where as tedious as gold.
You lack the seasons of all natures, sleep.
Come will to sleep, my strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young. Oh, apparitions! Macbeth, 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 beware Macduff. No man born of woman shall ever harm Macbeth. Macbeth shall never vanquished till Burnham Wood comes to Dunsinane Hill.
I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all this while in the most fast sleep. Lo you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life fast asleep. Observe her, stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her, she has light by her continually. 'Tis her command.
You see her eyes are open.
Aye, but their senses shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action of her to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this a quarter of an hour.
Yet here's a spot.
She speaks.
Out, damn spot, out, I say. What need we fear? Who knows it? When none can call our power to account. Yet, who would have thought the old man to have had such blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What, will these hands never be clean?
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not, I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
What a sigh is there! The heart is sorely charged. Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More she needs the divine than the physician. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and keep still your eyes upon her. So good night. My mind she has mated, amazed my sight. I think, but I dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
Well.
Pray God it be so.
This disease is beyond my practice, yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep and who have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands, put on your nightgown, look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo is buried, he cannot come out on's grave.
Even so?
To bed, there is knocking at the gate. Give me your hand, what's done cannot be done. To bed.
Will she now go to bed?
Directly.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all, till Burnham would remove to Dunsinane. I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall ever have the power upon thee.
There's 10,000 soldiers.
What soldiers? Patch.
The English force, so please you.
All is confirmed, which was reported.
Give me my armor. I'll put it on. Fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. At least I'll die with armor on my back.
That way the noise is. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou be slain and with no stroke of mine, thy wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on my own sword?
Turn, hellhound, turn.
Of all men else I have avoided thee, but get thee back, my soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword, thou bloodier villain.
I bear a charmed life which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou hast served tell thee Macduff was ripped from his mother's womb untimely.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and the gaze of time. We'll have thee, as our rare monsters are, painted on a pole, and under it, here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield, to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet. Though Burnham would be come to Dunsinane, and thou opposed, being of no woman born, lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that cries first, hold enough.
Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
I will not spend a large expensive time before you reckon with your several loves. I invite you all to see me crowned.